Welcome to Alexa's Ranch. It's a beautiful day here this morning. We woke up to 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is like, I don't know, 14 degrees Celsius or so. And it's just lovely. I have a little plane over me. And so today, this morning, I want to take you to Lowe's, to my garden center, and to take a look. Maybe there's something that would be nice to bring back home to the ranch. And I'm always curious about, what new flowers they have and what plants they got in. So I really enjoy that. And so I am in growing zone 9A, by the way, in case you wondered. Growing zones is something that the United States Department of Agriculture has designated and divided this country in. So we have from zone 1 all the way down to 13, and 13 would be like in our hottest areas. So the Florida Keys or Puerto Rico or Hawaii, those are all zones 12 and 13. And I would think Fairbanks, Alaska is zone 1. So, and then these zones are divided into subzones. So there's 1A, there's zone 1, there's 1A, 1B, and then 2 starts, and then zone 2, zone 2A, zone 2B. So that's how this works. So I am in zone 9A, and it says on the tag, when you buy the plant, there's always like a little tag on there, and it will say on the tag, which zone this plant is in. It's the plant hardiness map. So anyway, good morning, Bachi. So come along with us and let me know later in the comments if you like this and what your fall planting vision is. And yeah, so let's head out to Lowe's. Hey, Bachi. So here we are at Lowe's, and we are being greeted here to our left with beautiful palm trees. Look at that. Oh, I see a queen palm. I love these. Those are the skinny ones, for those of you not that familiar with palm trees. Let me see what they're asking for this. So $99, and it is a 13-gallon container. And these are not that tall yet, but the nice thing is about queen palms, they grow really fast. They will give you about 4 to 5 feet of growth per year, and they can be up to 50 feet tall. And they also have these funny little fruits that are about this big. They look like little coconuts, and they taste like mashed banana. So here we have a date palm. I'll step in the shade a little bit so you can see this better. And they're very decorative with their 3 stems and with the fronds that are sort of hanging over. Very pretty. So let's see what the status is on these. Okay, so they are asking $99 for this. Again, we have a 13-gallon container. And here, let me show you this. So here is the zone 10. And this is the tag I was speaking about, where you can see, the average size, the spacing, cold hardiness, how often you got to fertilize them. So you want to keep this piece of paper, until you get into the routine of taking care of your, whatever plant you get if you're not familiar with them. It's always a good idea. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, we have this is a foxtail palm. Look at the leaves here if you've never seen this. And these can grow up to about 30 feet. The crown can extend up to like 20 feet in width, so they're very dramatic. And you can have them in double stems or just in one. And these are self-cleaning, which is always nice. You don't have to, spend money on landscaping or do that yourself, take time yourself. Yeah, very decorative. And the fronds can get up to 12 feet long, so very spectacular. see what they're asking for this. $129. 13-gallon. And again, our zone of hardiness is zone 10. These tags are so helpful. And the flowers on these foxtail palms are like a creamy white, which grow on the bottom of the crown shaft. And they will turn eventually, you know, orange and reddish color, like in clusters when they're ripe. So here's another pygmy date palm. A little bit bigger than the other one. So let's go and see what else they have. So here's a fun gift idea for someone who likes martinis or likes olives. It's a little olive tree. I have one in my garden and he does really well. This is a 1-gallon one. And they're asking $13.98 for this. Yeah. What a great little present. Like as a hostess gift or Christmas gift. So we have some papayas here behind the olives. Let me just pull this out a little bit so you can see this. This is called a Red Lady papaya. It's going to be grown to about 15 feet in height, which is sort of on the smaller side. Papaya can grow taller. So papaya trees get to be about 10 years old, which is not very old for a fruit tree. Like grapefruit trees, they can go up to 25, 30 years. And they grow very, very tall and skinny. But papayas are so good in salads and everything. I like papayas. I, for some reason, just don't eat a lot of them. Look at this lavender here. Beautiful. Smells so good. Oh, I love lavender. And lavender does well here for me. In my heat, and I have sandy soil, this is not very demanding. And they're asking $7.98. And I think this is a gallon. Let me just check here. Yeah. Very, very nice. This also makes great presents to bring to someone's house, you know, one of those lavender plants. Oh, and look, we have some African marigolds here for $11.98 for a 3-quart container. They're beautiful, aren't they? And the name marigold is supposedly derived from Mary's gold, and so they used to decorate altars with that. Very spiritual flower. And then they have the perfect fall color, don't they? Look how they look here, beautiful with the fountain grass and the orange mums. It's so pretty. I have a lot of marigolds in my garden because they deter bugs and things I don't want in my garden. But I don't have these big ones, these African ones. Very nice. So here we have a dwarf oyster plant for $7.98. It's a 2-quart container. And I think this is hardy in zone 10. Let me just check so I don't tell you the wrong thing. Yeah, non-hardy is zones 1 to 9, so zone 10, yes. Aren't they pretty? They're so decorative. You can use them for mass planting is the word, I guess. Very, very nice. So here we have some buttercups. They're in a 1-gallon container. Look how pretty that is. And they're asking $7.98 for these. Now the thing with buttercups that I just want you to take into consideration before you buy them, they can get very invasive through their stems and also through their seeds. And they're also, some people have allergic reactions, and you know, animals shouldn't really touch them or eat them. So I like to keep them like on a windowsill where no one can get to them. But they're so beautiful. So I'm here in the clearance section now, and I just ran across these mums, arrangement of mums. Orangey, brown, purple, yellow, with the beautiful fountain grass. And so this is one of those pre-arrangements that they make up for you. And this was the original price, $59.98. And now it's on sale, so I think it's half off. But I think you can get this back in shape with some love and some water. Cut everything back. I would think you can save that. How pretty, what a great inspiration. We have some pentas here. Beautiful clusters of flowers. They're so dainty if you look at them closely. Look at that. Lucky Star Penta, $7.98. So here we have some, I think it's called purslane or purslane. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this. $10.98 clearance section. You get 6. And they are so pretty. They're very trailing. And they have this pretty yellow, very dainty flower. Very, very nice. And so many of them. Look at this. Wow, look at this sea of mums. We got red mums and yellow mums. So what I like to do when I buy mums is I buy still ones that are still closed, because they will last me a little bit longer. Unless, you know, I have a dinner tonight or want to bring them to someone's house where I need this wow effect, then I would buy ones that are so beautifully in bloom already. Very, very nice. So let's look at what they're asking for this. So $11.98 for a 3-quart container. And they come in these pretty little orange, let me find some shade here, pretty orange containers. Perfect little gift to bring to someone's house. And here we have some alamandas. And these are big attractions for bees and for pollination. They should not be ingested by animals, though. They will cause irritation in humans sometimes as well. But they're so pretty. It's always important to know these things, because then you can place them and plant them accordingly. And they are asking $16.98. Very pretty though. Very friendly yellow, isn't it? I'm going to take a step back here so you can see. They're very bushy. Oh, look at this. We have some pink muley grass. I like fountain grasses. I'm going to take this down so we can look at this better. Let me pull this out for you. Isn't that pretty? And the colors are just amazing. They're so dainty. Just blowing in the wind. And they actually do very well here in Florida. I was concerned always about the rains that we get. And they get about 3 by 3 in height and in width. And this is zone 6.
Thank you.
And they are asking $16.98. And this, I think, is a 2-gallon container. Let's see. Yeah. And again, when you plant them, you know, you make sure you water them. Pay attention to that, but that's true for every new plant that we have. And then they're very easy to grow. Oh, there's a little Lowe's cat. Hello. Are you the Halloween kitty? It's good. Keeps the mice away for sure. We got some coleus here. Color's amazing, isn't it? And these come in, I believe, a 6-pack. No, it's a 9-pack actually. For $13.98. Coleus do so well here with me, and I have, like, as I said, the worst soil, but they are so appreciative just of look at this row of hibiscus. So beautiful. I think this is the president hibiscus, or hibiscus president or something. Let me look at the name here. Yes, President Hibiscus, $16.98. Look at these blossoms. Incredible. And this color is almost like a coral. I would describe it. Very nice. So here's some more hibiscus for all of you fans out there. Look at this color. It's called the Painted Lady. For $8.98, and this is a 2.5 quart container, and zone 10. Very, very nice. They seem a little bit more compact than the President hibiscus, don't they? Well, I don't know if that's true because we have a President hibiscus. Maybe they were just a little bit leggy. The ones that we looked at earlier. Oh, look at these mandelvillas. Look at this red. This is incredible. Let's see. Tropical Breeze, Flaming Red. Well, there you go. $12.98. Incredible. Now, and next to this they have the Dipladenias, which are oftentimes confused with Mandeville. And I'll just scoot over here. So this pink one is a Dipladenia, $19.98 for a 1.72 container. The Mandevilla is smaller. I'm not sure what this is. But, so the Dipladenia, as you can see, is a lot more bushy. It's always a good way to, to understand the difference. This is more of a vine, and the Dipladenia grows more like a bush. Beautiful. look at the little vincas here. Look how tiny the blossoms are. So $6.48. They're from Monrovia. They're called Soirée Kawaii Light Purple Vinca. A very fancy name. And it's a very fancy little flower. So pretty, isn't it? So here are the mums, you know, that are still closed up. The other ones were outside, so that makes sense. They're so pretty even when they're closed up, aren't they? Just gorgeous. So this is one of my favorite ground covers here. Let me put this down. It's a Sea of Gold by Monrovia. Full sun. Isn't this pretty? Be great for borders if you have like a sort of dropping off landscape where you can tier it. And it feels really, really nice. You know how some of these plants can feel so pokey, and this is really nice. And it's so pretty with that light, almost goldish color. So they are asking $38.98. So here's the red fountain grass that we just saw combined with the mums. It's almost sold out. And let's just see what the zones are. This is a zone 8. And these are a little bit bigger, so they will be about 4 by 4. And price is $16.98. So in here we have some geraniums. Geraniums do very well for me here. And these are $24.98, and they are planted in urns ready to go. You can just place this outside your door or on your patio. Very nice. And they're a little bit of work because you have to, you know, sort of snip off the top when they're done. You just snip it off like that. There's the cat again. Hey. So last but not least, we have lantanas, which are just amazing. They have clusters of flowers, and they come in so many different colors. Pollinators love them. Let's see what they're asking for them. These are Monrovias, $8.48. And they are also pest repellent. They have an odor, and the leaves have a little bit of a structure, it's almost like they're pokey. So they repel pests. And so I like to plant them in between, you know, when I have certain flowers that constantly get attacked by critters. These sort of seem to keep them away. Oh my God, so I'm back in the car. Did I say this morning that it was cool? Well, we're back to our normal Florida heat. And there was a fun tour, very informative, and I did not buy anything. I forgot to look if they have blueberry bushes. That's the one thing I wanted to look for. which I'm sure they do. I didn't see any though. But blueberry is one thing that I would like to get more of. Blueberry bushes are, you know, they live so long. They can live up to 45 or 50 years, which is pretty incredible. They will take some time to, you know, establish their root system. They'll take about 1 or 2 years. Mine did not carry fruits until 3 years it was. And then it only had a few fruits, and then the birds came, and, you know, there goes my fruit picking a blueberry experience. So I would like to get a few more blueberries, so we'll have to come back, but first we have to make some room on the ranch to plant them. And I would like to get at least, like, I don't know, 8 to 10 or so to have, you know, fill up a bowl of blueberries. So yeah, so that's the one thing I forgot to do. I should have told you, then you could have reminded me. So anyway, I hope you had fun. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, and I will see you soon here at Alexis Ranch. Bye. Bye-bye.